Welcome to my growing season 2019. Well, 2018's growing and garden was pretty much a complete failure. I did get some hot peppers and a few tomatoes off of it, but other than that, it all went to the weeds. So this year I decided to downsize my garden from 12 beds down to 6. And I was so lucky to have my buddy volunteer to bring his bobcat over so that I didn't have to move all this by shovel and wheelbarrow. He's basically just moving all of the dirt that I had already placed in the old raised beds. We did mess up a little bit on a couple of spots, but we were able to fix that later with a tiller. My buddy ended up having to go run some errands, so I was left to do the rest of the layout on my own. Here you can see I'm laying down the very first bed. And here goes the second one. Once I got those down, I decided to really figure out exactly where I wanted the beds to be. And here's me attempting to use the bobcat. I am not very good at it whatsoever, but it was a whole lot quicker than using the wheelbarrow, so I decided to attempt. Here I'm putting down weed barrier. I did do weed barrier for the entire garden area now so that I can put down rock in the future. Here's me trying the bobcat again. And of course another bed equals more weed barrier. I ended up putting these underneath and then cutting them and stapling them to the inside of the bed so that the worms and stuff could still get into the garden beds. So I didn't lay the weed barrier down underneath all of it. Here I've already placed down all 6 of them and all of the weed barrier. And here my buddy is tilling up the ground with the bobcat, which made it really nice and smooth and really worked out well and was a whole lot easier than trying to hand till it. After he left, it was time for me to do a little bit of cleaning up and figuring out exactly where I wanted the rest of my garden to be. Now there's already some comfrey, some chives, and my asparagus, as well as a rhubarb in this area. So this was kind of needing to be enclosed and included in the garden. My buddy ended up telling me that he had a whole bunch of compost that was 20 to 30 years old out at his farm, so I got free dirt to fill up the rest of the garden beds with, which was very nice of them, and it was really nice and convenient just to be able to back up the truck to this thing and fill it up directly from the bed of the pickup truck. I ended up going back for 2 loads, I believe. Well, I did put down some cardboard and paper underneath a couple of the beds just because I wanted to, basically. No real reason for it. This last bed that I'm filling up right now, unfortunately, didn't really get as much dirt as needed, so I'm going to end up filling that one up next spring. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified whenever I upload another project video. And until next time, you have a good one.